What's up, gamers? Over the past year, one of the most popular retro handhelds has undoubtedly been the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, and people have also really enjoyed the 2S and the Flip, but one of the things that we've all been waiting for is something with a faster, more powerful processor so that we can really play those GameCube and PS2 games. And today, Retroid has made it official. The Retroid Pocket 4 is coming. Let's get into it. So as of Monday, December 11th, they have not yet released any video footage of this device, but they did make an announcement on their X page. And here it is, the official announcement for the Retroid Pocket 4, introducing the Retroid Pocket 4 and Pocket 4 Pro. These are coming in at two different price points. We have two different processors. We'll go over the differences here really quick. But the 4 is coming with a Dimensity 900 processor, and the 4 Pro is coming with a Dimensity 1100 processor, whatever that means. Now, let's get into some specs here because they did announce that as well. I want to point out a couple of key differences. We have two different processors, as you can see, but the CPU listing here is a little confusing to me. The 1100 processor is clocked higher for sure, and it has an A78, which is higher than A55. So it could be that the cheaper model, just the regular 4, has two A78 processors. Those might be like cores that are high performance cores, and then 6 efficiency cores that are the A55 clocked lower. This just has 4 A78 at 2.6 and another 4 A78 at 2.6 gigahertz. So that to me looks like it has 8 full-blown high performance cores. And then you can see here that the GPU is also different. We have a G88 versus a G77. The G77 is clocked lower, but I'm wondering if this MC4 versus MC9 is that cores again, maybe 4 cores versus 9 cores. That would make sense to me. I'm not sure. The RAM is more straightforward. We have 4 gigs versus 8 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM. Storage is the same on both. We have 128 gigabytes of onboard storage plus a TF card slot. The DisplayPort is different. Okay, this is interesting. Apparently the 4 does not output video, but the 4 Pro will output 1080p over Type-C, so you could hook it up to a TV. Looks like we have the same screen. It says HDMI 720p, so I don't know if this has an HDMI port, because there aren't a lot of pictures to go off here, or if they just mean the display is a 720 display, because the display is the same as the RP3 Plus, and I don't have a problem with that because the display on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus was one of its best features. It's just an LCD display, but the color saturation was really good and it was very vibrant. So you see we have Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, a 5,000 mAh battery. Active cooling is actually pretty important. You do see a vent right here on top, and that does bring me to a little bit of the other differences. One of my biggest complaints about the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus was that the start and select buttons were like up here on top, and the home button was on the side, and the volume buttons were on the side. And I guess they heard people's complaints. The start and select is now on the right, on the face of the device, which is much better placement. And then there's a home and back button on the left side of the face. That has to be so much better. There were too many accidental presses with the home button before, and you couldn't get to start and select. If you needed to pause your game, you had to like reach way over and to get to it. It just didn't make any sense. So I'm really glad to see that change. We also know that we're getting the Hall effect sensor joysticks from the 2S, which a lot of people really liked, and the Hall effect analog triggers from the 2S, which people also really liked. Other than those things, a lot of the design here looks to be about the same, but again, we don't have a whole lot to go on. We have these just front-facing pictures. It looks like there's a volume button up here on the top of it and a power button as well. Can't really tell if it's thicker or if the back is curved in any way to make it more ergonomic. We don't know those things yet, but this is exciting, and you see the price difference between the two is $50. The 4 comes in at $149 and the 4 Pro comes in at $199. And I'll also say this really quick. They had a poll at the top of their X page here that says, which will you be getting? Overwhelmingly, 9-1 people are saying the Pro. People want that GameCube and PS2 performance so bad, and this might give it to us. I mean, time will tell. We'll see. But This is exciting stuff to know that we're going to get a more powerful handheld. It'll be interesting to see how the battery life holds up on the 4 Pro versus the 4, because I think they have the same battery. At least that's what the listing indicates. Also, they've said that launch details will be announced at a later date. So we don't know when this is coming out. We just know that they've been teasing it for about a month, and now they finally announced it, and this is really exciting stuff. I'm definitely going to have to pick one up and review it on the channel, so make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss that content, and I'll keep you updated on when this thing goes on sale so you can consider picking one up for yourself. What do you think about the Retroid Pocket 4 and 4 Pro so far? Hope to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Stay kind and encouraging out there, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.